your upcoming heat from the Jordan brand. Welcome back to Kicks on Kicks, my channel where I review sneakers and give you legit checking guides. Today we are taking a look at these Air Jordan 3s. These are being called the Gray Cements. Upcoming release from Jordan brand coming out, I want to say in August, but I'll put the release date on the screen. These came to me courtesy of Shoe Bar, and we'll talk about, the shoe, the details, and of course, I'll give you some legit checking indicators so you can point these out from the retail guys. So stay tuned. And for all you box lovers, here's the box real quick. Same two-tone design we've been getting from Jordan brand on all the GR3s for quite some time. Looking at the tag, Air Jordan 3 Retro, Summit White, Fire Red. No mention of the gray. I wonder if that's the right color code. Got mine a size 9 because, I wear a size 9. And that's the box. So I like to start these from the bottom up, looking at your outsole. I mean, this is basically a cross between the white cements, the sport blues, and a couple other sneakers. But on the outsole, we got this sort of fire red. On the pivot point, we got the cement gray as usual. The one difference between all the shoes I just named is you've got that aged sort of sail on the outsole, and that continues over to the midsole as well. So on your midsole, like I said, we have this aged sail on the bottom, sort of two-tone midsole on the Jordan 3. And that is, of course, stacked below this sort of cement gray. It's almost like a pale cement. I don't know. Maybe the fact that there's no speckling or anything is throwing me off. But that gray is really, it's not quite light. It's not a charcoal gray. It's kind of like, I guess, like in Photoshop terms, we probably call this like a medium gray. It's almost got like a lavender sort of tone to it, depending on the light that's hitting it. And maybe that's what's throwing me off. But anyway, on top of that, star of the show for me, it's got to be the elephant print. Look at that pattern. You got a dark elephant print. This reminds me in some ways of like the fire reds from what, 07, that had that darker elephant print. It's not quite that dark, but it is darker than the elephant print we've been seeing on other Jordan 3s as of late. Of course, we got your smooth leather and your tumbled leather here on the upper. This is like a fine grain tumble. Sometimes you get like heavy tumbling. This is a little bit lighter of a tumble, but I like the fine pattern on it. Of course, what I love about the elephant print is that it's not just on the toe and the heel, but you do also get it right here on this sort of lace bed as well. So more elephant print, and this is the part that is reminiscent of the true blues. I think I said sport blue earlier. I meant true blues. Anyway, looking at the back, of course, this is not an OG colorway, so you don't get the Nike Air on the heel. Instead, you get this Jumpman Air, which I honestly don't mind on Jordan 3s. So another difference, I wanted to show this versus another recent retro. So here is the Fire Red 3s from, 2022 when we saw these. And what's crazy is like when I was looking at this, I felt like this Jumpman was oversized, but it's actually the same size as this one. It just looks different to me somehow. You will notice that that Fire Red 3 has a bit of a slimmer profile than these do. Could just be different factories and, different production schedules. I gotta say, I probably like this a little bit better. I like how the elephant print kind of rides low on the toe versus this one. But anyway, funny enough, these both came from the same place, but shout out to Shoe Bar for these. And let's talk about, like I said, the tongue. Got your 4-finger Jumpman here. On the inside, nothing special. You got a black insole with a red Jumpman. These are a size 9 because I wear a size 9. that aged sale on that midsole once again. I've been back in the gym lately, and I've been looking for a good sneaker to wear to the gym. Now, obviously, these are not a performance shoe, but I've been doing a lot of weightlifting, and most retro Jordans, most of the like, I'd say 1 through 5, have a really flat base. They're great for leg day, squat and leg press or whatever. So, if you want to be that guy that flexes in the gym with Jordans on, this is probably a good pair so that you can actually, still get a good base and you're not ruining like your OG or whatever. This is a general release pair. It's not an OG colorway. It's probably going to sit. So, hey, wait for it on discount or, hit the homies up. Let's throw these under the black light real quick. Somebody asked me in the comments, like, what am I looking for with this black light, homie? And basically it's two things. It's pen marks and glue stains. And just taking a look, I don't really see anything of concern. But when these factories are making replica shoes, they're a little bit careless, right? Typically. So they use these heat resistant pens to mark where the midsole is supposed to go on and where like the leather is supposed to be cut for different things. And so a lot of times you can spot the leftover, like where that ink is with a black light. Now, to be fair, you could probably just go over with a hair dryer, that ink will disappear and then they'll pass the black light test as well. But coming straight from the factory, coming straight from, whatever replica dealer, that's typically what you're going to be looking out for. Sometimes you'll see it like up here on the tongue. Like you can kind of see, again, just excessive glue. You see where it's kind of pulled up in spots. And those big glowing spots, those aren't even glue. That's just where the leather is white underneath. But yeah, and then sometimes factories will do like a sort of stamp. You'll see that on the sole, and that'll light up on a different color under the black light. But I mean, on this pair, giving it the quick black light once over. Okay, so yeah, you can see right there, that line right there, that's just some extra glue. So it's like stuff like that you typically would not see on the retail shoe. Like that typically is not going to pass QC, or they would, maybe do another pass. Even right there where the glue is super heavy on that midsole separation there. See, stuff like that. Stuff like that. Anyway, that's the legit check, guys. Pen marks, glue stains. Not a lot on this shoe. Great job by Shoe Bar. And now I can close out the review. Peace.